I have got a news flash. Just a quick, short comment. I was sitting out on the deck working in some of my plants when I noticed Clyde, the man with the $5,000 lawnmower, the man that don't like me, the man that has a problem with me and my videos. Anyway, he was mowing his place over there. He's got a large yard. And he also mows a strip along the road there down past Tracy's house. I assume he don't charge her for it. Anyway, I was sitting over there doing my thing, and directly he come across the street. And he said something to me. I don't know, I can't hear him. It's hard for me to understand him. Anyway, and he's sitting on his mower, he started it back up. He went out there and started mowing our yard. And there was a few things laying out in the yard. He even picked them up and put them in the trash can and so forth. And then, when he got done, he come over to the rail, turned the mower off, and was sitting there talking to me. I could not understand him. I don't know what he said. But he mowed the yard. Free. I guess it was free. He said, something about my plants. Don't know what it was, but 2 days ago, he was giving me crap about my video camera. I told you not to do that. It's against the law, So I give up on being friends with him. But maybe the problem is me not being able to hear. Like that time he told me his wife passed away the other day. That was over a year ago. And he was telling me that, and I didn't understand him, and I went on talking about something else. And I didn't know it till later on that his wife had passed away. So maybe a problem is me not hearing good enough. Now I go to the VA this month. Is it the first? No, it's still the 31st. But yeah, the news flash is Clyde, the man with the $5,000 lawnmower, came over here and mowed my grass. When my daughter gets home, I'm gonna say, hey, Clyde come over here and mowed our yard. And she said, did he ask? I said, well, no, but he said he wants $35, which he don't want, you know. Nah, I ain't gonna say my daughter should get all bent out of shape over that, but oh my goodness. Oh, it's funny. But yeah, he mowed the yard. I was out there just working away, you know. And then the boy that lives in the back over here that just moved in a month ago, he come over there and he said, what's he charging you to mow that? I said, he ain't charging doing nothing. He's doing it for free. And I talked to the guy a little bit and everything, and we talked. The maintenance person for this, our landlord, that maintenance person is his daddy-in-law, his wife's father. So I told him then, I said, well, I need to get hold of him, but I ain't want to start get some repairs made around here. And I showed him some stuff on the deck. But yeah, Clyde mowed my yard. I told him, I said, you know, you're 83 years old, and you still can get out here and do this stuff. You can get in your vehicle and drive and go places. And I said, I'm just 82 and I can't do that. I sure wish that I could get out and do stuff. I would be so much more content and relaxed if there's some things I want to do to make a video, but it requires getting in your vehicle and driving all around the town, taking pictures of these horse stashes. This is horse country. The only way I do that is get my daughter to do it. What did I do? Did I bring him in? No. But that's the only way I could do that. So there's a lot of things I would love to do. But I can't do it. I can't do it. I tried walking yesterday and I had a hard time with my walker. I had a very hard time doing that. I've been piddling with my family tree a little bit and finding a whole lot more. My family tree has about 1,000 members in it. 1,000 members. Over that now. Probably a lot more than that now. Because I hadn't updated it in years. And I'm just working on it now. It's places in there on your tree that you can put information in there about different things, like Donovan's daddy. His name's Pete Hobby. Well, it's got a place in there for information. I got it in there that it's deceased. I don't have any in there information about his mom, his dad, or any of his other relatives. I know that he killed somebody and he was convicted of it. It was murder. and he got the death penalty and he was executed. It must have been pretty nasty whatever he did, because usually when they're sentenced to death, it takes a long time before they get around doing it, and sometimes they commute it to just life instead of death row. So I don't know. He was probably a really bad person. I don't know how Donovan feels about that. He don't like to talk about stuff like that, and I would like to ask him how he feels about it, and does he ever wish he could locate his daddy's side of the family. We're the only family Donovan's ever knew. I'm the only father figure he had. And thank God I did stuff with him, like the Boy Scouts and everything, went camping with him and everything. Thank God I did that. But I don't know. Even Jaden, I try to talk to Jaden. He don't want to talk. I tried to talk to him. He's got a brother. He's got a half brother. I think his name is Maurice. Maurice is a police officer. He's got a half sister. I think she's a registered nurse, an RN. He's got some other. Now with his daddy, we know a lot about his daddy's family. But his daddy's name is Brent Gillespie, and he's not been around. It's probably been a year since we've seen him. And in the beginning, I didn't like Brent, but he comes around a lot. He don't try. He makes some comment stuff about the way Jennifer is raised him. She don't think he thinks he's being raised more white. Well, yes, he probably is. He probably is. Same thing with Donovan. And we were sitting in the kitchen the other day when Joe was here, was talking about it and everything, and even Joey didn't elaborate too much. But we've had some bad experiences with Joey's dad. His name is Arthur Joseph Wright Sr., and Joey's name is Arthur Wright Jr. But there was a spell there. Joey's dad has been busted for drugs. He's been busted for selling drugs. He couldn't understand why the police were stopping him so much, but he was doing stuff like a car, and it was night, and he was driving around in that car, and it wasn't his. I don't know whose it was. It had one of the windows broke out, and he's in a black neighborhood, and he's black, and he's wondering why they stopped him. Well, it was suspicious. He looked suspicious. That would catch my eye. I don't think that was what they call, what do they call it? But that's why they stopped him. He couldn't understand why they stopped him. Well, that's why they did. I remember when he come on the scene. I didn't like him back then. I like him now, but he's trouble. And I don't know how Joe really feels about it right now. Because he was opening accounts in his son's name, in Joey's name. Somehow or another, he got money out of one of Joey's accounts. Something, I can't remember exactly how it was. But he lives up in New York. Brent lives here in Marion County, out in the country. And he's got some pretty good kids, but I think he's got 4 or 5 kids. And he has never had a hand in raising any of them. It was his girlfriends that was doing it. And tell you the truth, folks, I don't want none of these boys' dads to have a hand in raising them. I like them just the way they are. But they know about black history and stuff. They don't have the black dialect. I don't know if they talk like me or not. But they're good boys. They're good boys. Donovan said something the other day, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Oh, boy. I got to go back outside and do a little bit of stuff before it gets too late. I just want to come in here and give you all this news alert that Clyde come over here and mow the yard. And I wished I knew, and I didn't have the video going. And that's the only way I can hear what he's saying. I could be talking to somebody and my video's going, and I can't understand nothing they're saying till I go and start looking at the video, and then I can hear it. But I think I'm gonna need new hearing aids. I'm pretty sure. That scooter of mine, I still ain't got no daggone charger. I can't go nowhere with it. But I think that scooter probably needs replacing. It's wore out. There's a lot of little things wrong with it. It is wore out. Now Clive across the street, he wore his first one out, and this is a new one that he's got. So I'm gonna get on the doctor, and plus I'm overdue for new shoes. I get 2 new pair of shoes every year, and these are not wore out. I guess because I'm in the school on my wheelchair so much, but they're not wore out. But I need to get 2 new pair of shoes. I need to see the podiatrist. I worry about me losing a foot because of this diabetes. I don't know, that's usually the first thing that goes. With me, the first thing that went was a toe. But I know some people that had a leg amputated, and they said, well, it started out, it took a little toe, then it took another little toe, and the next thing you know, it took a foot, And now look at me. He ain't got no legs above but below the knee. And that worries me because my legs and my feet is so numb that it's just really hard. Everything I do is hard. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set my camera up in my bedroom and I'm gonna have it set up, and then I'm gonna get back into bed just like, in other words, I'm gonna stage of me getting up out of bed, how I have to do it, how I have to put my shoes on, and so forth. That might be interesting, show you what I'm talking about. If I wasn't buck naked, I'd take more of me taking a shower. Y'all wouldn't want to see that. I did a live stream last night about 3 o'clock this morning. I couldn't sleep. And I just said, I'll do a live video. And I did a live video, and and I did the live video, and they there was Willow come on, Manuela in Berlin, Germany, T64, Rainbow something. There was about 5 or 6. Had a nice little conversation. But anyway, that's it for my news flash about Clyde with the $5,000 lawnmower. Mowed my yard. Mowed my yard. I'm like, I was shocked. I was like, what is he doing? Oh my goodness. Anyway, folks, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I may get this one uploaded tonight. See you in the next one. See ya.